Hi guys, it's Shelly here. Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me today. The next Halloween element I thought I would colour would be the raven. And I have seen a few ravens here and there. The ones that come to my mind are obviously Klara Markova, and I think Hannah Carlson has some pages with ravens in it as well. So I thought it was a good one to show you how I'm going to colour, especially on this particular page. So as you can see, I'm still continuing with the Klara Markova page from Fairy Touch of Magic. And I'm actually really enjoying this page. Even though I've only done a few elements so far, I can sort of imagine the kind of feel I want coming from this page. Don't know if I'll achieve it, but yes, I am enjoying it. So I've kept my raven quite simple actually, and because this is a Klara Markova page, I don't feel the need to make the raven look very realistic. However, one thing I am going to do is use strokes or the flicking motion to do the shading on the raven, just to give an effect of feathers. If I was to do the circular motion colouring that I usually do, or blending, it'll all look too smooth and too perfect and completely unrealistic. Not that I'm going for realistic, but I still wanted that effect or that look of feathers. So to achieve that, the best way is to make sure that when you're doing your shading, you're doing it linear or using flicking motions. Again, for the raven, I'm going to, just like the bat, I'm going to make it black based, so a black raven. However, again, I want hints of a little bit of colour in it rather than just using greys and blacks, because maybe I'm not very good at using greys and blacks, because I find that when I only use greys and blacks, my whatever element I'm colouring on a page looks pretty flat, a bit dull. So I don't know, maybe I still have to learn how to use the combinations of greys and blacks to make it look a little bit better. But in this particular case, I'm going to bring in a hint of blue just to give the raven a little something extra, make it so that it doesn't look flat and it looks a little bit more lively, basically. So I start off with a base of, I think it's sky blue, so very, very light blue, just to base the raven all over. And then I use a very dark blue, which is the dark indigo. So it's not black, it's not completely blue, but it's sort of a combination. So it still gives, it's going into the range of the black that I want, but with that hint of blue. So I start doing my flicking motions with my dark indigo, and then I go for a very dark grey, and then finally a black to darken it all up. And it just, that little bit of blue just helps, I think, make the raven pop, make the feathers pop a little bit more and stand out, or catch your eye a little bit more. And yeah, I think I really like how the raven turned out. Klara Markova has drawn in certain feathers, sort of curved feathers, so I try and maintain that by creating a shadow underneath each of those feathers to make them look separate and 3D. And then where there are no feathers, I'm just using my flicking motion to create the look, or to trick the eye into thinking there are feathers there. And yeah, there's not much else to actually discuss about the raven. On the tail of the raven, right at the tip, you will see that there's a little bit of yellow. That's hopefully all going to come together once I start colouring everything else in. But there is a candle on the page, and I thought that some of the light would be hitting on the tips of the tail of the raven. And so I've put in a little bit of yellow just to remind myself that I want to try and do that glow effect from the candle on certain elements around that candle. So we'll see how that works. I don't do that very often. I think this might be one of the few times I'm trying it out. So I'll see how it works on this page. But that's the reason why I have a little bit of yellow on the tips of the raven, just so you're aware. So I'll leave you guys to watch the video. I hope you're enjoying the series. This is the third Halloween. We can call it a Halloween edition of the autumn colouring series. And yeah, I'm going to hopefully be back with more soon. So enjoy watching the video. I hope you guys are enjoying your coloring, and I'll see you again soon. Take care and bye-bye.